A South London derby for Crystal Palace. Welcome to a wet and drizzly training ground for live coverage of the under-23s match against Millwall. The Eagles bottom of the table, but what better way to get back to winning ways than against the near neighbours. A capital clash this Monday lunchtime, and as you can see, a number of first teamers are involved, including Mamadou Sakho, who wears the captain armband and is deep in discussion with Brandon Aviero and James Daly, a couple of the youngsters he will hope to help see through this game. Here is Connor Wickham, points Brandon Aviero where to go, and Brandon Aviero picks the ball off of Connor Wickham and feeds it back to Palace's big centre forward. James Daly's on the overlap. It was a good ball. It misses Brandon Pierrick, not by much, and it's another corner.
Yeah, they were good. They treated me well. You know, I was made welcome. I felt really at home playing. I mean, what an...
Olof, his header, and it just loops over the crossbar. Out of nothing, Millwall, probably with the game's best chance. Here is Riedewald. Crunches a long ball forward. It's a good one. And Connor Wickham's onside. Brandon Aviero's trying to make the ground up in the middle. Connor Wickham rides one challenge. It comes back to the try list and it's gone in. It might just go down as an own goal. Brandon Aviero is taking the congratulations. Crystal Palace searching for their first home win of the season, ahead after 10 minutes.
Yes, good play. I mean, look at this. It's a straight ball. This is a great run from Connor. Just opens his shoulders. Where's the goalkeeper? Should probably be getting on the end of that. Aviero tries to get in there, and then Connor wins it. Then tries has a shot, and it takes a deflection off the defender and just goes straight past the goalkeeper. Oh, it goes off Connor, does it? It goes off Connor.
Yeah, and he puts his hand up. You just said it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's a Connor goal then. Yeah, he put his hand up there. He's definitely having that.
It's a new chance to impress someone, I guess, as well, as Aviero has Daly on his overlap. Crystal Palace attacking again down this near side, and he's picked out the try list here.
Good feet.
With a very good shot, forces Ryan Sanford into a fine save. Sakho with a crunching crossfield pass. Pierrick's taken it down beautifully. Brandon Pierrick pokes it to Aviero. Might open up here for Aviero. And the shot is deflected. Corner from this near side now. Bit of pressure for Crystal Palace. And James Daly headed that dangerously. And then it's scooped over by Ola Offie. That was another good chance for the Lions. Hold sway here, Paul Rank. If they get this on target, it will be tough to stop. It's going to be the trialist who strikes it, and Ryan Sanford makes the save.
The angle looked better, didn't it, for a left footer? I thought Aviero was definitely going to take it. Doesn't really... Probably... Oh! And
there go Millwall. Well, counter-attacking football at its best, and it's finished off by Isaac Olaofe. And Route 1 has done for Crystal Palace here. It's 1-1.
Well, Jacob under-hits the pass, doesn't he? I mean, there's not much you can say. They've got a good position. They've got numbers back. It's a very good kick. You have to say that. But they're in a good position. As the ball's kicked, the defence are in a good position. Mama's round. I think Gyro's there as well. But the pass doesn't have any weight on it whatsoever to reach the goalkeeper. Jacob obviously kick himself for that. And now it either goes back to James or you get a throw.
It caused a bit of consternation in the Millwall defence. Here is Connor Wickham to Brandon Aviero. Tries to get on that right foot. Connor Wickham. A couple of nice touches, and James Daly. Oh, it's back to Connor Wickham, and here's Daly!
Oh, wow.
And somehow Sanford and Millwall survive after a really nervy moment.
Horrific, wasn't it? Horrific.
Here is Aviero taking the corner. Headed away by Duncan. Malachi Burton will try and mop up, and he does, and he might just shoot here.
I should have shot first time.
Riedewald, clever touch. Into the try list here to Connor Wickham. Bounces off the challenge and delivers a really good ball, which Brandon Pierrick finishes in style. Crystal Palace back ahead. That was all about the class of Connor Wickham.
Good play from Connor. Keeps it alive, doesn't he? Holds on to it here. Right, look at the defender, drops way off. You've got to stay tight there. I think it's Rob Strachan. He's dropped off rather than get tight. Allowed Connor to deliver across. Pierrick, who we've talked about getting in the penalty area. You'll get some tap-ins on the far post if it goes past everybody. But he's got himself between the sticks, which is it's the best advice you can give to a striker. Stay between the posts.
Short it goes to Connor Wickham. Oh, lovely drop of the shoulder from Wickham.
Handball.
Referee does give a penalty. And Crystal Palace have the chance to make it 3-1 on half-time.
It's unfortunate it's hit him from a close range.
Connor Wickham, who got Palace up and running here. And he sees his penalty save, but Brandon Pierrick on the follow-up scores. It's another missed penalty for Palace, but this time it doesn't matter. It is 3-1.
I mean, we've just missed so many penalties. Pick that spot and drive it, and this is what he does. But good following up by BP, and that's a brace for him. Oof.
Brandon Pierrick latches onto it. It's a bit scrappy in the opening stages, but Pierrick's done really well to get the ball onto the trialist here, who lines one up and hits the post, does he?
Yeah, it's the wheel at the side of the post, I think.
He's barely been tackled today. Picks another pass through towards Malachi Boateng. Connor Wickham denied again by Ryan Sanford. Well, he has scored once today, but Connor Wickham shakes his head. He can't believe that he's not got at least one more to his name. Tested his sprinting abilities. Here it comes from Duncan. It's a loopy one. And that's the captain who heads that. And there was a partial cry for handball against Mamadou Sakho, who cleared it not conclusively. Still bobbling around for Deborah, who goes over. No penalty, and Nia Kirby looks to get Palace on the counter-attack. Redevout. Rob Street's first involvement. He wins it. Brandon Pierrick, lovely touch onto Street. Here's Brandon Pierrick. He could be in here. He's on a hat-trick. Brandon Pierrick completes the hat-trick. And a fantastic opening 65 minutes for him personally. Crystal Palace have 4.
Great counter. Great counter. Well won here. Rob Street just slides Brandon in, perfectly weighted. Now he can carry it. They're all ready to come back. Keeper comes off his line. Left foot slid past the keeper's feet.
It's going to be it's going to be Duncan, I should say. Whips it in, and it almost goes in. It hits the post. It was Burry. And the referee's blown his whistle here for a collision, but that was very, very close to 4-2. Tyler Burry is going to... No, it's not. It's going to be Ruben Duncan, who delivers dangerously. Rob Street landed at his feet. Well, at the other end, he would have smashed that in the back of the net.
Oh my goodness, I mean, what are we doing?
That time it was Topoloy who won it. And here's Alexander. They're in again, Millwall. Alexander rides a challenge of Steele, and Daly off the line. Well, what an extraordinary end for Millwall. David Boateng. That's 6 minutes of added on time. Gives it away. Here come Millwall again with Rob Strachan. That's a good-looking ball towards Alexander. Either side of the goalkeeper, and it was 4-3. Closes down the space. Here's Mensah. Hayden Steele gives it away. Olaofe here. What a chance for Millwall. And he takes it. His second. It's no more than a consolation. But it's no longer 4-1 to Crystal Palace.
Spoke for itself. I mean, Dane just tries to play it first time. So taking a touch. There. The ball's into him. He just plays without looking. He's trying to play it to Gyro. Worst possible mistake he can make. Leads to a goal. The leadership's gone now. Mama's not leading. There we go.
Crystal Palace
5 yards outside his penalty box when he's taking that kick. Anyway.
The Eagles have won for the 3rd time this season at this level. A hat-trick from Brandon Pierrick. One from Connor Wickham. Isaac Olaofe with both of Millwall's goals, but in the end, reasonably comfortable, even if the last couple of minutes Millwall threatened to make it a nervy one. The first home win since March. Full-time score, Mark Bright, Palace 4, Millwall 2.